is now today. La la. Future is now. La 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 la. Yeah, it's quite a difference. I'm definitely gonna wash this bike more often. Oh, beautiful, hey? Scare eye. Actually, it's not really scary if you're paying attention. You know, and you really needed to, you can certainly pull to the other side. You know, pull off the road. Just unsettling. You just don't want it to happen right next to you, and then you don't have a chance to react. But I mean, that's the reality of being on a motorcycle. You can't be irritated or angered by it all the time. If you were, you'd be angry every second of your ride. Because people are people, and you're riding. It's your responsibility to get out of their way. It's their responsibility not to get in your way, but oftentimes it doesn't happen. Oh, you might notice my voice getting back to normal. It's not quite there yet. And I notice it sounds quite lispy, too. I think that's mainly part of the having a cold. And also I had some teeth removed there at one point, and it's really affected my speech. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I noticed I sound really lispy in my videos. I don't think that's my regular voice. Hope not. Not that that matters, but it's not my expectation for my voice. So yeah. I just love second and third gear in this thing. Favorite gears, you know. It's the thing, if you have a 1000, they're fun on the highway, I would think, but really you'd need an airport runway to really enjoy them. I think they're so... You know, if a sport bike is a fighter jet, that's often the analogy that's made with sport bikes, then the, you know, if a 600 is a fighter jet, a 1000 is the space shuttle. You know, that's kind of how you had to fix it, or how do you have to picture it. Okay, sorry guys, I had some unexpected music come on there. Just some pop song ruining my Robotech mood right now. Oh well. Where's Minmay? Get a sport bike if you like Robotech, or get a motorcycle anyway. My hope for my vlog is that at some point I get big enough that someone else on the planet watches it, and hopefully I'll meet another rider at some point. That'd be my dream. Some guy would come up next to me and say, "Hey, are you an RPG rider?" And I'll say no, and ride off. No, I'd acknowledge it. I'll change the music here when I stop. It's ruining my mood. Or reality encroaching upon my unreality. CBR is a cool looking bike, hey? This is 2012. So they changed the design in 2013, and to be honest with you, I actually like it slightly better than the 2012, but a lot of people have, look at that, it's awesome. A lot of people have different opinions on the subject, but I personally think this CBR is the best looking sport bike. I really do, right? A lot of people say it's the R6, but not moi. I really love the CBR, I just love it. I think it just looks so amazing. I gotta get rid of this music. So I don't know, at some point I'll do some videos on how to do different things on your sport bike. Not that I'm an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, there are some tricks I know. Right? You can't spend, you know, 2 years on a 250R. R designates it as race, so it's very different from a regular motorcycle, right? The Hyosung had that sweet spot at around, I thought it was maybe $6,000, where it just fired off, right? But because it was a sport bike, it's a 250, but it's a 250R. That R designation means a big deal, engine-wise, right? It's just not there for looks, right? It actually, it lets you know this is a track bike, and you're gonna have to expect it to behave like one. So maybe I'll go this way. So, and the CBR has a fuel gauge too. I find that a big plus, man. A nice fuel gauge. It's just yum. I like actually knowing whether or not I'm going to run out of fuel. It's handy. So this is where I'd come periodically to pretend I was in the Robotech Expeditionary Force. Yeah, oh, I'm a geek. Yeah, if you haven't known yet, I'm a geek. I love being a geek, man. I wear it proudly. Nothing wrong with geekdom. It's the people who love reality who weird me out. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up here. I don't want to go on all this rocky garbage, man. 101st here. This is really not what I want to be doing with my bike right now. I gotta switch some of these songs around because it's irritating me. Okay. Really annoying me. As much as I like Bjork, this is not the time. What are you doing here, Bjork? What are you doing here? Like, what are you guys doing in my nice music? Gee. Okay, there we go, Rick Hunter's theme here. Okay, turn on the Cyclone. Robotech Expeditionary Force. Really, I need a sticker for that, I think. See, I kicked around the idea of getting a vanity plate, and on the vanity plate, I would have... Oh, this is going to gum up the vehicle again. On the vanity plate, I would have... So this is a technique too, right? Which is... if you don't know what I did there, I didn't have the clutch pulled in, but I was going too fast for first gear for what I wanted. So I actually had the gear engaged, but used the back pedal to slow myself. So lots of nifty little tricks you learn if you actually get trained to ride a motorcycle. There you go. Listen to The Future Is Now Again. Oh, where was I? Yeah, I kicked around the idea of getting a license plate that had, you know, some sort of new generation reference. You know, either the word Cyclone or one of the designations for Cyclone. One of my friends, a dear friend, love my riffs group. Call out to all of my riffs crowd. Love all my gaming groups, but I'm mentioning the riffs group now. Grand Paladin. If you're listening, man, shout out to you right here. He's like my Robotech Robotech expert. And sorry, I can't remember your name, Joe, your online name, so I'll call you Joe. Yeah, so shout out to all of you guys in my risk group. I'd mention you by name, but I want to conceal identities on this, and I can't remember your online lanes for now. Tian Fade, some character names there, right? Tony. So I might gas up on the way back too. So yeah, the bike's still behaving well. So yeah, if you want to pretend you're in the Robotech universe, get a CBR. Or an R6. You could pull it off with an R6 too, but just keep in mind that you'd be a little more stooped over. And the Cyclones, I've examined the artwork enough. You know, they are more CBR-like than they are R6. Yeah, might not be the best reason in the world for getting a super sport, but it worked for me. I love them, especially now that it works. So this is second gear here. You'll see the sweet spot here. There we go. Well, it's probably around 8 grand or so where that came in. So yeah, about 8,000.